You're going to participate in this too, the town hall?
Hello.
Yes, hello everyone. My goodness, what a day. Hopefully
Right?
you all have... Oh, Zainab, that's you. I saw you before. Your blonde hair, it looks lovely.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, Zainab.
Another beautiful presentation day. You guys have rocked it as usual.
Well,
Oh, thank you.
so much. Thank you so much.
Hi, Amani. Don't you look professional today?
Thank you. I tried.
I always wear my
But
Sstesol t-shirt.
I need to invest in some of these t-shirts, Tony. They do come in handy, that's for sure.
so Tony, I really enjoyed the cosplay presentation in the morning.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
although
Hopefully
it
you gave
was
me some
directed
ideas.
although it was directed to K-12, I already have great ideas to adjust
Well,
to my
that's the thing.
adult.
I used it with my pre-service students, and
Yeah.
they love it.
Oh, they love it. They're so creative and so handy. That lady whose photos you shared, she's really crafty.
Nicolette, yeah,
Yeah.
she's like has wow, and then she builds up to it over the week, and the just kids get more and more into
So
the
fired
content.
up. Yeah.
And that's what we want. And she has such a diverse class. It's like really nice to see them talk and absolutely.
I bet most of her students felt so respected and valued, probably the first time in their lives. I could see it in their eyes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just the buzz. It was just like Stephanie said, the buzz in the classroom is just like amazing. Well, you know what I'm going to do? It is 1 minute. I'm going to share. I know Andrea will be here in a minute, but I'm going to share something really important and my spin wheel. And because I want to give away some of these books from Carol Salva. So I'm going to do this right away. And while I'm waiting for Andrea, so we got Hope. Hope doesn't need to be here. Hope Friedman. That's another one.
I don't think the odds are very good for the people that are here.
Yeah, so you know what we'll do? I think we'll do something different. Oh, Saraya, she was one of our strand hosts. And you know what I think we'll do is, let me do gallery look so I can see everybody. And I'm going to write on this bit of paper a number, and you're going to all put in the chat a number between 1 and, let's say, 50.
Finds it. Here we go.
1 and 50. And Andrea, I'm going to hand it over to you because Andrea's got this session, but I just want to give away books. I want to give away books. So Let me get the chat up. 1 and 6.
Mine is 12.
What did you
written down the
say
number yet.
from
Mine is
1
12.
to what, Tony?
What?
From 1 to what, you
To
said?
50. To 50.
Okay.
All right, so I've written down my number. Oh, let me get the chat up. Where's my
We
chat?
have, I think, another 35. I see multiple 35, so be careful.
Oops.
Oops.
Thanks, Andrea.
Were we,
No, it's
Alright.
I mean,
were we
So-
supposed to
Here we
send
go.
those?
Already, it's already, look at this number here. 13. And Beatrix got it straight away. She was the first one up there. Okay, so that was lovely. Beatrix. Good luck, Beatrix.
You're
I love it.
emailing that one to Bolivia.
Why would you choose
Oh, that-
13 for your lucky number?
That's my birthday. That's why it's my, that's my, I'm gonna write another one down.
It's my birthday too, December
Is it?
13th.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Did anybody else put 13 down?
No.
No. All right, I'm gonna put down another one now, okay? Again, between 1 and 50.
Do we send the numbers only to you or
In
share
the
with the
chat,
group?
just put it in the chat, just put it in the chat. So I've already written my number down. So again. All right, and here's a number.
Oh, man, I always choose people's numbers.
Can everybody see that?
No,
Like, gosh, can everybody see that? 27, here we go, 27. Who got 27? Or who's closer? Ali won it on Friday. Ali, I can't give you 2 books. Let's have a
No, I
look.
didn't win. I didn't win. I put 7, not 27. So you're good.
Oh, who put 28?
I put 28.
Oh, no, I put 27. That was my number.
No, no, no. I was saying that this time I put 7. It's not 27. So I didn't win any.
Oh, I
You're
see,
good.
I see, I
Yeah.
see. Okay. So who's
Are
closest?
there two
Carla.
links?
Carla, you did 28. All right, you get a book. All right.
So, sorry to interrupt, but there was a group that was in a different room.
yeah, we are aware. We have worked out. We sent them the link. Thank
Okay,
you.
because I was just in that other one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, that, if they're clicking on the. go
There
to
are
the
different
spreadsheet.
links. There is a different link in the Excel and a different link in the conference
Spreadsheet
program.
is the one that you need.
The correct one is in the conference program, in the online program. So the Excel link was the wrong one.
I came here using the Excel link.
The Excel link is the one that worked.
Yeah,
I came.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
The
Yeah,
Excel
no,
link.
it's the spreadsheet one that works.
Yeah, the spreadsheet is the right one, yeah.
People just needed to refresh.
They
They're
both work,
correct
yeah.
now.
I did them both on 2 different computers. I got in both
They're
ways.
both correct.
Okay, no problem.
Carla.
Wonderful. All right, over to you, Andrea, our conference chair.
Okay, let's start the presentation. Let me just share my screen. I cannot share my screen while the other participant is sharing.
Oh, that's right. After the whole day, and I'm still doing it. Okay,
Okay.
now you can.
It's okay. It happens. It happened throughout the whole day. Okay. So I don't think you can see well the presentation. Is that correct? No.
Yeah, click present maybe. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did not want to have the music. Do you hear the music? No. Okay, perfect. That's fine. I wanted to invite you to share your feedback with us. And we imagine that this will happen not necessarily through the survey for this presentation, but through a discussion. And we were all in different strengths, and we hope that you can let us know what are some ideas, strategies that you took away from the conference. Perhaps you have an inspirational quote or an idea. So what is one idea from the conference that you would like to try with your students? If you can please share your response in the Zoom chat, but you are also welcome to unmute yourself. And I am so happy you don't hear the music that I hear.
So I learned a lot from the last two presentations I went to. But one thing that I really enjoyed was how in Pamela Joe's presentation, how there's so much overlap between college readiness and workbook readiness, and how the skills are the same and different ways to go about implementing so that the students get both sides.
Thank you. I am reading the chat box as well. Yeah, I was in the What's Your Number and the Yellow Brick Road tutoring session, and it was inspirational. I am so happy. Okay, all of the attendees from that session were raving about that information. Okay, instructional videos using a free website. Yeah. Okay, anybody else? Idiomatics. Right, that's Dr. Leontas, probably my former chair. Thank you for sharing. And next question, what is one idea that you are looking forward to share with your fellow teachers? Okay, teaching idioms, input-based learning.
One of the things that stayed with me from last night's keynote was feeling that we can be hope dealers. I kept thinking, I'm gonna tell all teachers who work with ELs, you can be hope dealers. I think that phrase is it just stayed with me because I think it really is important.
Thank you. That is the word, the keyword that I shared on our social media, hope, and tell your students that they can do it. And as non-native English language speakers, I think we can deeply associate ourselves with that idea. Anybody else?
I'd like to share. I was in a breakout session that discussed formative assessment, and that was a topic that we just went over with my students, my future teachers, who some of them may be still here. And one great idea was just cardstock in a sheet protector as an easy and inexpensive, quick way to use as a unison response card, and to put a lined piece of paper on the other side, so that it's a nice way to get a quick pulse of the classroom and inexpensive, easy to create with your students. And I just thought that was a nice practical way to integrate formative assessment.
Thank you. I see here concepts in the chat box, theme-based vocabulary, Liz, something about QSSA. I am not familiar with that concept, so feel free, Liz, to share. Joe Vasquez, concept around global Englishes, SLIFE, Maritza, yes, SLIFE, you are right, the keynote speaker is an expert on SLIFE, and many of the strategies, as you were chatting on social media, many of those strategies are applicable to all students. Leslie says, using songs, we remember from childhood that we have positive memories to reduce stress in the classroom. The importance, Zainab says, of distributed vocational practice, pre-listening, reading, pre-reading, teaching versus mass practice. Yes, life support, says Bailey. And Leslie, again, having students talk about the song or one of their memories. Liz, the session on MTSS was great and I learned so much. Liz, if you can please share, as I said, I was in a strand and I missed all the great sessions. Haley, are we able to get PowerPoint? Yes, absolutely. I am looking for those sessions as well. Tony will compile the links and we are going to send it out in a week or 2 weeks. And then, yes, Soraya, thank you, Martha, for sharing the formative assessment idea. Excellent. Ever Wi-Fi, okay, connecting workforce skills with everyday classroom activities. Okay, thank you so much for sharing. Any other ideas that you have learned? I didn't hear from Edwidge, Tamara, Pam. No? Okay.
Oh, I thought we were having our guests, but no, I was very, very impressed with the adult neurals. I forgot the title. It talked about ADHD in adults and ASD. I thought that was very, very interesting.
It was, I was there with you as well,
Yes.
Wilson. It was that adult neurodiversity.
Yes.
And Sstesol EAP with Susan Reynolds and Sean Prichter.
Yes.
It was really good when they talked about the accommodations, modifications, the difference between ASD and ADHD, those and the statistics that they presented. And then Sean shared some of his experience with going back, teaching in the classroom and getting hired. It was really eye-opening.
Yes.
My only regret was not being able to be at all the rooms at the same time. When I'm like, oh, this one and this one and this one. So I appreciate that you guys, if you guys can make that the other ones available for us.
Thank you, much appreciated. With a caveat, I want to add that some of the presenter did not agree to being recorded, so we will honor what they have selected in their form when they submitted their proposal. So that is the only recordings that we will exclude from sharing with the audience. Okay. And let me ask you one final question. What types of sessions or topics would you like to see more at next year's conference?
Definitely ways that we could, this year I'm an ESOL resource teacher. So for me, my biggest struggle is trying to equip the teachers so that they're sensitive to these things that we have been talking about today. I just came out of the classroom myself, so I don't want to add one more thing. But any kind of resources that we can provide, such as Snap and Read, Co-Writer, things like that, that may be able to help the teacher in the classroom communicate better with the student, so that the student is not so always lost if they don't have somebody nearby.
Thank you.
Andrea, I just wanted to say, this is Dweja. I moderated the EFL strand, and it was tough for me to say anything because they were all really fabulous. They really were. The speakers were very knowledgeable and had a lot to share. And so it was difficult for me to pinpoint just one in particular. So again, they were fabulous. But I have to say that what was really great about I was able to attend actually one session, the one on social justice with Jennifer Killam. And it was interesting because someone mentioned that it was a safe space that was created for us to be able to verbalize some of the issues and the problems, especially in Florida, that we're experiencing. So there is this need to create these safe spaces for us to be able to talk to one another, because it always feels as though we keep these issues in, especially because they're so controversial that we've gotten to the point that we don't have any place to really talk about it where people can actually understand what we're trying to say. And so the fact that this safe space was created, I felt as though I needed to say what I said, because I know how frustrating things have been, just with all of the policies and everything. And you don't have anybody to really talk to, and the fact that this was created, I think we need a little bit, maybe a few more, maybe next year, where we're allowing people to speak on these issues and feel okay doing so.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Edwidge. Can I ask, was there anybody that's here now go to, I had my own strand, so I couldn't go to the advocacy panel?
Yeah, that was my question too. The advocacy, and we had a workshop by Dr. Duidi in the morning on DEI.
And then we had the DOE update from Arlene. Did anybody go to those ones that's here?
I was on the advocacy. I mean, I was in the advocacy panel room because that was my room. Arlene that was the one that she couldn't make.
Right.
But the panel itself went very well. We had Rosie Castro-Feinberg, Jeff, I can't remember last names. Actually, I have them.
Hutchinson.
Yes, thank you. Victor Lugo and Julie Sugarman. And Jeff spoke first and just kind of gave an overview of his new position with Sstesol and how they're being supportive of states. And then Sugarman, Julie, spoke next, and she provided many resources, a lot of links to websites where you can get data about what's going on in terms of populations of English language learners and how we can help them. And then Rosie spoke, and she's always an amazing advocate, but kind of reminded us that of ways to advocate that everybody can try to do, and not think that it's overwhelming, not think that you can't make a difference, but encouraging us to make a difference, to connect again with the listserv. And she spoke in particular about politicians who have helped ELLs and others who have made things some challenges for us, and the importance of working with them all. And then Victor Lugo, who's a grad student at FSU, is researching educational policy and advocacy. And so he was able to make observations, but had some research to support the comments that he was sharing. And one thing that he said that impressed me was he talked about domains and how you can be an advocate in your own domain. So if you don't feel powerful enough to step out and work with your legislators, well, you can work with the people in your own department first, and then get your feet wet and start feeling like you can have a voice. But then there was somebody in the audience who said, well, that's even difficult too, because sometimes you feel like you're isolated in your own domain, that you have to find people who think the same way you do, and that can be a challenge in its own way. So it was a great panel. And I'm very happy that we're able to send these things forward.
Nice, great. Thank you for
Thank
that.
you. Thank you so much. Leslie, I see your hand up.
I wanted to just piggyback off of what we were just talking about and just trying to make a little difference, drop that pebble and kind of see the ripples. But one of the ways that I kind of made a little bit of a difference is just adding on to the agenda an Sstesol presentation. So before I teach at Daytona State College, and every semester when we are sending the interns for their internship in the School of Education, the Volusia County Public Schools HR department comes and speaks to our pre-service teachers who are about to graduate from the program. And 2 years ago, right after the ESC presentation, because they have all the different departments come and speak to the students, I was expecting Sstesol to kind of come right after the ESC spiel that they gave us, and Sstesol wasn't even on the agenda for them to address with the pre-service teachers. And I remember emailing the faculty and my chair, and 2 years later now it has been added to the agenda. So just small things like that. I know that we graduate our students and they're Sstesol endorsed and reading endorsed, but I couldn't believe that they hadn't added it to the agenda before. So now all the pre-service teachers have that information, and it just reinforces and reiterates what we've covered in the classes and throughout the program. But if they're hearing it directly from the school district personnel, it kind of validates what you're doing in the classroom, and they take it a little more seriously. So that small change, I know I'm not one to kind of speak out in public. I get nervous all the time, even hosting and speaking now, it makes me nervous, but just small little changes like that, I think makes a big impact, and the kids have taken it seriously, and it helps our Sstesol population. So just wanted to share that small little difference that I'm trying to make.
Thank you, Leslie. Does anybody else would like, please?
I was just going to say thank you for sharing that, because one of the things that I keep hearing is that our ELLs are only 5% of our student population in our county, and it's hard to promote and to do things for to get things done, or to get them accommodated, or modified, had modified assessments and things like that, when the mentality is, oh, they don't have an IEP, they don't have a 504, so we're just going to teach them the same way. And sometimes it feels like we're just fighting against a current, like we're caught in a rip current. But hearing your success story there, it's encouraging. So thank you.
Thank you, Maritza. Does anybody else wants to share? I see comments in the chat box, supportive comments. Okay. I very much appreciate your feedback. I took some notes, and we did used to have an advocacy workshop, so we will be discussing how can we bring back the advocacy workshop, and maybe work on recruiting some guest speakers that would like to offer advocacy related workshops. And perhaps we can think about having a working committee, so go beyond talking to actually really implementing some of these ideas that you shared. I mean, I enjoyed learning from you all today and yesterday. And thank you so much for the committee, the board. This has been Tony. Thank you for your patience today. Thank you for not running away, even though you probably felt like, especially this morning. I am glad that we bypassed the hurdles, and we worked together to put this conference together. And with that being said, I believe, oh, one more question. Would you like to have a conference online or in person this year? Or sorry, next year. I don't know why I'm feeling this year. Online, okay. And again, online, I can tell you online it's great when you don't have to travel, but online has also issues. It helps us keep the costs down, to be honest. You know, that's why we opted for the online conference. Wow, I hear and I see a lot of hybrid. We will take in consideration. We had the hybrid conference 2 years ago and it almost broke us, but we will consider. That's why we are asking for feedback.
And we'll probably
Yes.
send all our members a survey specific to 2023. Also, we need to consider that in 2024, International Sstesol is coming to Tampa, and there are restrictions around that. We can't do our state conference. I think it's 6 months either side of International Sstesol, and International Sstesol is usually in March, so they will be in Tampa in 2024 March. That's when Carla Huck is president. And of course, next year, the president is Andrea Lipka. So we have some decisions to make in terms of timing of the conference next year and the medium of the conference next year as well. I'll hand over to our conference chair, Andrea, to close the conference, but my final words are, thank you very much. I sent out an email. I sent out numerous emails to everyone today, but just know that on that last email, we will be sending out certificates of attendance and participation. We will be getting the videos up and notifying presenters where to drop their PowerPoints. And we'll just keep the discussion going. I implore all of you, 40 of you, to take a step forward if you're not already participating in some way, to further advocate for our profession through Sunshine Sstesol. We can use all of the people we can get in committees and ad hoc meetings. You can see how productive we are when we get together and produce stuff. And my last word is, please consider. Thank you to the board members. Special thanks to the conference committee. Eric, I see Andrea, Carla, Pam, Kaya, Soraya, and the rest of the board and all the Strand hosts. So over to you, Andrea. Thank you.
And Pam for working on the conference book or schedule with all the hiccups. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know we are all very, very busy, but thank you for your patience, for just answering the numerous emails. And as Tony mentioned, if somebody wants to join us in any capacity, we welcome all of you. There is work for everybody. So in my opinion, if you want to see change at Sstesol level, please become involved and help us out. And then hopefully change will happen. Mehmet, I see your hand up.
Yes, it's me. So actually, this is my first time with this gorgeous family. And I'm very happy to be here, actually. I have my master's and PhD degree, so this is not my first conference, but my first time with you all. I was wondering if we can travel like to some other cities. What I mean is that, like, I see that next year we're gonna be in Tampa again. The other year, the
no,
gonna be Tampa again. Why? This
No,
is
no,
like
no, 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 Mehmet. No, 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 Mehmet. Next year is undecided where we'll be. And in 2024, International Sstesol is coming to Tampa, but that wasn't our decision. That was International Sstesol's decision.
Yeah.
They decided to come to Tampa, not us.
You know, I mean, yeah, I mean, maybe Eric wants to host you all at Valencia College as well.
We talked about this. Absolutely, we did talk about this, and yeah, if the conference will be hybrid or online, we always explored options to be somewhere in Florida. And usually when we think about somewhere in Florida, we are looking at what is more affordable to the conference attendees. We picked Tampa because Tony would have been able to find us free or more affordable conference space and wonderful conference place at the University of Tampa, where he is working at. So these are the decisions that we consider when we are planning the conference.
No, absolutely. And we want input from you, Mehmet, absolutely, from all our members. One last thing, okay, before I go give it to Andrea. And you'll get notice about this, but we will be searching in 2023 for a new treasurer. And we would like someone to work with our current treasurer, Kaya Mukherjee, as a sort of like transition period. That is a most important position. I'll be talking to the board at length about that. That means we need someone to come onto the board. So not necessarily to take the treasurer's position, because I'll be leaning on the board members to do that, but we'll be having a vacancy on the board because Kaya's time on the board is up. So it'll be like a transition for us in that realm. And thank you, Cynthia. Yes, definitely a treasurer elect. So over to you, Andrea.
A couple of other questions. Are there opportunities for those of us who can't be physically present but available to long distance to be involved? Yes. We are all in different parts of Florida. So Pam is in Palm Beach. I am in Treasure Island. Tony is in Tampa, and you know, our brilliant Edwidge is in St. Augustine. So we are all located everywhere. Eric is in at Valencia College in Orlando. Amani, Pensacola, okay. So we are all located and there was a time when I was back in Romania and we were still planning the conference and I was still able to participate. So please feel free to join us. As I said earlier, if you are located in other countries, don't you worry, because there is always something to do. I promise you that we will not leave you out. In fact, we need more help if that's the way you want to go to have a hybrid conference. We do need all the help we can get, because at times things were a little bit overwhelming, and Pam and Carla and Tony can confirm this. Even with the one-day conference, things were sometimes overwhelming. Yes, please.
I might add, we have committees. We have an awards committee that Lily runs. She's always looking for more members. We have a proposal review committee. We had 5 people on that this year who volunteered. So there's so many areas you can join in and work from home.
Professional development. Thank you, Carla. I forgot to bring that up. Professional development, advocacy. We did have an advocacy working group. And again, Arlene, our former president, was leading that group. But then with the conference and everything else, if your passion is advocacy, feel free to email us. sstesol@gmail.com or email me. Many of you have been emailing me directly. That's fine as well. And we will make sure that we address your questions. And if you would like to help, we are here to have you. Thank you all once again.
Just
for
one
being-
more thing before you go,
Oh,
Andrea.
please.
Just everyone, please remember to complete the event survey,
Thank you,
please.
Pam.
Thank you.
Thank you. We rely on that survey very much, and Pam is going to look at the information. Thank you, Pam, for everything. She has done a brilliant work with the survey last year. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, everybody. I appreciate all the help and all your passion. Thank you, Lily. And I hope that you enjoyed the conference. See you next year.
Thank you.
Bye,
Bye, everyone.
everyone.
Bye. Thank you, Carla. Oh, the raffle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
we
wow.
did-
I just saw, please.
We did
I
a lot
was
of
asked that, where is it? I need my
What?
book.
we did a
yes,
lot of
exactly.
we did a
Tony.
lot of the books. All right. We actually raffled a lot at the beginning of this town hall. So let's
Oh,
do
at the
one last
beginning.
one, eh?
Okay.
One last
Maybe,
one.
maybe I have a chance now.
Only
with most
one
people
last one?
One last one. And
No
let's do
way.
it for the people that are here. All right. So
You have to
a number
reinvent the
again.
wheel. Redo
A
the
number-
wheel.
The wheel? Yeah, but then we
Redo the
might,
spinner with only those who are here.
yeah, that'll take too long. So
Yeah,
I'm going to
that's
write
right.
down the number, and it's going to be between 1 and 50. Hang on. It is. All right. The closest to it will get it. Go. Write it on the chat.
Yes.
You sure you wrote it? How many times can we write a number?
Just once. Just one.
Just once, birthday girl. All right. Everybody got their number down? And
I think so.
everybody got it down? It was, can you see that? Hang on, can you see that? There it is. Oh,
No, we can't.
46.
I said
Oh.
49. I said 49.
You
So
threw
Are you
it
sure,
45.
Matt?
I saw 245.
245.
Oh, no, 3.
Oh,
I
my
beat
God.
45.
And Rosalie. All right, I'm gonna write those names down.
I had 45 also.
Hang on,
There you go.
Rosalie. We'll go over
So
here.
you're gonna share the same book. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
I have 45.
Oh, I guess I need to buy another one. So who was
I
Share
read
it
it
in
first, I
30.
sent it to
Oh,
you.
Cynthia? Was it 3 people who had 45?
3, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
One.
See,
No.
Matt, what you did?
And that's it. So Rosalie, and Rosalie, what's your surname?
My name is Elsa Marie. Last name is Rosalie.
I've been saying, sorry.
No, it's okay. It's
Bye,
okay because
Leslie.
it looks
Thank
like
you.
Rosalie, like a name, but it's fine. It's okay.
And-
So my
and-
name is
Bye,
Elsa,
Leslie.
Elsa Marie.
Anne
Elsa.
Marie.
Elsa.
Anne
Elsa. Elsa Marie. Elsa Marie.
Marie. Okay, no problem. All right, guys, I declare the conference closed. Go and enjoy your Saturday evening.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Drop
Everyone,
by.
everybody.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye.
Have a good weekend. Rest of the
You
weekend.
too.
You
Yes.
too.
Thank you so much.
Are we staying on or something? Or
Yeah, that was my question. I just didn't want to
Okay.
ask you.
I think we're good. We're going to have a post conference meeting, and I'll send out a doodle, and we'll do that. Okay.
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 You guys did wonderfully. Take
Great
care. Have a
job,
I
wonderful
posted
guys.
everything that you sent out. I posted. Thank you, Pam. Tony, sorry for all the trouble.
No.
No? Okay.
Honestly, like my only stress of the day, I understand that people didn't refresh and all that sort of stuff. And I understand that happened. No, my biggest one, that Carlo, just before the business meeting, said his mother had an emergency. Then he closed out his meeting, and I had to scramble to get.
That was the problem.
I had to get scramble to get Fuzia. I had to give her a new Zoom link. I had to post it onto the spreadsheet. Had to make sure that she got on.
Oh, that was
And
the
it was
problem.
all- and that's why I was late to the business meeting, and then people
Yes.
didn't refresh, and I came in and there were 2 business
Yes.
meetings.
Yeah,
Oh no, that's the only thing that stressed me out. That happened
yeah,
all
my
in the space of 10
co-presenter
minutes.
said that, where is Tony? And I'm like, what do you mean, where is Tony? He's at the business meeting. No, I am here. I'm like,
We
"You
were
should
sitting
be
there
here.
going, where's
I am
Tony?
here."
Yeah, no,
And
I was in
it
the,
took
I
me-
almost started singing and dancing.
and I saw that there was like 16 in the business meeting I was in, and I think maybe 30.
13. There was 13
Yeah,
in the other
and I feel
room.
like, no.
Yeah.
Oh. So
there was a lot of grows. We took notes. Grows and glows.
Pros and lows, exactly. But I mean,
yeah.
But
yeah,
overall,
that
people were very happy.
I think so too.
Yeah.
For the most, the majority in the comments, there were a lot of great comments. They were very happy. And the help desk was really, I was very happy that people found their way there, and I followed everybody into their session just to make sure they got there once they came in. So it was really a great experience.
Thank you. I told you I was getting LinkedIn comments. So where's the link? And I'm like, in the conference book, but let me copy paste it. So I even had time. You can do multitasking, but I was not able to even listen to the sessions that I was recording. But Tony, I recorded everything. I think Pam said, Carla said that some
they're
people
gonna
did
now
not
process. It'll take a while for them to
It has to process. If you could just drop it into that sheet, it's not hard to do. That can be done in a day.
Yeah.
As soon as you have the links, can get that done.
Yeah,
Well, we have to double check to not add the links for those who didn't sign the release.
Right.
Yeah, I remember I added the release as a last step.
And my one, Amber Dake, she was my last session. She was one on the list, and I actually asked her, and she said, "No, you can go ahead and record." So I recorded that one, but she gave.
Well, I didn't record because I was showing students and student data. So
yeah, that's fine. People have the right to opt to not record. I think that's and we have to just respect that.
Honor that. Yeah, exactly. Well, listen, guys, thank you so much.
Thank you. We did it.
Enjoy your wine. Absolutely, enjoy your wine. Take it easy, guys.
Bye. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Thank